Oh my God, it's Chachi. He had a little bit of a crisis, like trying to figure out what kind of theme he wanted. But then he was like, you know what? My heart's telling me I want to do a Spider-Punk theme. And if you guys don't know Spider-Punk, it's basically like, you know, Into the Spider-Verse, another version of Spider-Man, punk rock. I went absolutely nuts. I spent like probably double the time I usually do making graphics. I redid this logo from scratch. Like a lot of people, like, I'm like, oh, you just grab that logo? Nope. I literally drew this logo. Like every bit of it is hand redid. The sides, I found a bunch of like really cool Spider-Verse stuff, especially around Spider-Punk, and I just kind of peppered in a lot of these like punk rock themes. The spider, for instance, like another logo we did for OMG's Chachi right over here, just like punk rock theme. For the Dub sticker over here. The big logo here. We have the characters that I popped on. See that? But yeah, that's what we got going on, guys. All right, back to it. Front panel's done. This is the USB side. We've got Spider-Punk and then the Spider-Punk logo here. We've got two little action shots. Panel 1 for the button side, then panel 2 for the other side. So this is my PCB, guys. This is the jonyfraze edition of GP2040 CE. Let's peel this up. Let's go. Woo! Peel, 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 peel. Okay, we have installed the buttons. You know, this layout's kind of interesting. I could play on this layout. Yeah, it's like a thumb option select. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, like parry, boom, and then like DI, throw. You know what I mean? I don't know what Chachi's gonna put L3 on, but I mapped it to L3. But I also programmed it into the GP2040 CE to be able to switch between L3, R3, and touchpad. So we did have a little bit of time for an engraving on the bottom of the foam. So we have that Spider-Man logo. Nice. That's a masterclass on how to install the foam, guys. Perfect. Whew. Very nice. Okay. Here we go. There we go. All right. Stick is definitely working, guys. Woo! Spider-Punk piece. Completely cooked. This is automatic plus frames at the local. You know what I'm saying? You sit down with this stick, they glance over, and you're using this guy, they're gonna be like, I'm dead. Today we are working on a One Punch Man theme for the homie G-Man. So we got the background layer here, right? We got, you know, some manga panels here, the logo, and then the buttons we kind of overlaid in the background like that. We got the crew on the side chilling, labels for the buttons. This is the main character right here. And then we added a border. And check out here, we added like an extra layer of the legs kind of crossing over to the next dimension. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the hit spark right over here. Boom. Logo on the bottom right. Oh, by the way, this is a mini dub and I am prototyping side artwork. And G-Man's the first guy to have side artwork on a mini dub. Red overlay, we got some manga panels in the background floating around. See that, the manga panels. The gang over here, sides, little minimal panels. And then we have a little like separation for the USB port. Got the tags, and then mask it out just to kind of see what it's like. And then the bottom, really, really simple. We just kind of did an awesome pose over here. kind of recycled the manga panel and logo in the background. And then the fist here is like, again, we have that popping out through the front. Also the shoulder here to kind of like break that. Was it the third wall? All right, let me actually start on those sides. Thank you, Laser. One Punch Man logo on this side, panels with the characters on both sides, the USB rear panel, USB-C port with a red highlight. I actually sell this kit on my website. And then we also have red Sama buttons for the auxiliary buttons. That was the most unsmooth peel in a long time. Woo! Let's go install the buttons. Got all the buttons aligned. So we're gonna start wiring everything up. We're gonna park this right here. Got to build out the bottom. We got to add our foams, okay? And then we have our corner bumpers. Number 1, number 2, and then these kind of like cover up that gap on the corners. Make it look really clean. I started making this when I got my 3D printer recently. Okay, just like that. And that's it. That's the finishing touch. Got the star of the show on the top, Chamba Gravities, KS buttons with the artwork inserts, the crew on this side, you got the logo over here, logo on the back as well, front panel side panel, then we have the rear panel with the team again, Japanese logo, some manga panels. Woo! Today we are doing a Joker theme. That's right, Batman and Joker. And this is for the homie Spets the Wise all the way out in the UK. Big up. And we had complete fun with this one. He kind of just let me loose. He said, listen, I like the New 52 Joker, the Killing Joke, Batman that laughs. So let me show you the graphics. New 52 style Joker. We got Batman over here tied up. We got the ha 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 in the background. Poses and the why so serious over here. And as you can see, there's massive amounts of buttons, but the sides are just the comic panels. The top is featuring the panels from the Killing Joke. And then we have the Batman that laughs panels over here. Some more ha-ha-has. We have a nice Joker just facing you, while you plug in your USB port. In the bottom, famous Killing Joke cover. We have finished the side panels. We got the knee, lever Neo. 1, 2, 3. Woo-wee! So we're doing gold and gunmetal, guys. Holy shoot, guys. Look at my finger, dude. Look at this. You see my fingers are dented right now. You have to wire the switches individually. There's no like PCB. There's 5 extra buttons, right? So these are all assignable buttons that he could program with GP2040. Again, extra left. I have to wire the directions to double D-pad. So this is D-pad and this is D-pad. Typically what I would do is I would use the extra inputs. Remember 26, 27, 28, 29? These extra inputs. So one would be analog directions and then one would be D-pad directions. Because I'm using this for just extra inputs, that leaves me with no extra space to make analog and D-pad. See how it kind of just pops right on? I engineered this foot. I'm starting to learn 3D software like Tinkercad, and then I'm learning how to use Fusion. So I'm just starting very simply, making things that I need for builds. I had some extra neon green foams. Okay. I'm just trying to get the right position. So let's test the joystick first. Let's do up, good, down, left and right. Left, down, right. Thumb is up, good. And this should be extra left. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. Okay, everything does work, guys. Everything does work. That's it, guys. We're done. Hit stick, meaning we have a lever and leverless. And we have Joker smiley panels on this side, ha 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 in the background. This side features panels from the Killing Joke comic, both button sides with gold buttons, and it has the ha 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 pattern in the back. Comic panels from the Batman That Laughs on this side. 3D printed parts, we have the purple and green USB pass-through plates, purple and green accents on the corners for stability. And this is available through my commissions only. These are not part of the standard DIY kits that I make. Parts-wise, we use Knee Lever Neo for the lever, for the Dub Dust Washer. Then we have gold Crown 202 metallic buttons. And then the accent additional buttons are gunmetal. And then on the sides, these are Sanwa gold buttons.
Alright guys, that about wraps up this video. Once again, shout out to all the homies that commissioned me to do these builds. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the process and watching me build these 3 amazing arcade sticks. Let me know in the comments which one you like best and what theme you'd like me to do if you were to commission me for a build. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.